Hello everybody, welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. Old World Blues. Ghosty got a new gun. With all the mayhem and craziness that happened last episode, getting this dog thing figured out and all this weird stuff in the X8 facility, which was over here. I think, where is it? Yeah, X8 Research Center. All this weird stuff. And then getting swarmed with mechanical rad scorpions that shoot lasers out of their tails at me. I was not really prepared for that. Well, like I said, Ghosty got a new gun. Now, it was so quick, and I was like, what did I pick up, you know? And I'm looking for it. Well, whoops, wrong key. There we go. This is an LAER. I guess you could call it layer. And this thing is a beast. 56153. Now, it's EMP, bonus damage versus robots and power armor. And I went out and tested this thing out. Alright, I went out and tested it. And watch this. Ho 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 ho! It takes care of the business. So these are tougher. Oh, it's missing it. Oh god, I hate that. Sometimes this VATS doesn't work very well through objects, I guess. I don't know. So I went out and I found a couple dogs. I hate killing these. I wish they did not have dogs in the game. I wish they had some kind of, just make it like something that's not an animal, a doggo, you know. I mean, mutated or something, you know. Make it so that it has to be put down because it's just no longer what it is, just a figment of it. But yeah. Anyway, the dogs, the military dogs, it rips them apart 2-3 hits. So after getting this thing upgraded, I don't even know what this thing is called, the sonic emitter, and it's called Revelation now. And let's see, we've got bonus damage versus robots, power armor, critical strike paralysis. Now I don't know if that's what it had before, but we have this in here. Now I came in here already just to determine if it was worth putting it in on episode, and it is. Sterilizer glove. Taking that. Uh-oh. What? Oh, hi. What are these guys doing? Now you know why. Yeah, I did pick it up. You know why now. Where do these jerks come from? Let me get out of here. Oh, hi. 3 of them. I'm getting swarmed here. I'm gonna get my sniper out here. There he is. Ha ha ha. He's trying to run away, this little ass. No. Well, apparently it has critical heat damage. We have another gun. Oh, look at that. It's got like a red. It's got red on it. So I don't know what this is good for. I'm not spec'd into melee. So, oh well. I guess that's what we got. Oh! Look! Patient log. Holy cow, what is this? Patient log Y17.0. Oh, here we go. We got an actual voice log.
This is Christine Royce, Knight of the Brotherhood of Steel. The Circle. Not going to make it through this. Hope someone finds this message.
I found it.
Gets it to the Brotherhood in the West.
Oh!
Tracked a rogue Brotherhood elder, Elijah, here to the Big Empty. Place is more than it seems. There's a crater hidden deep inside.
Okay.
Junkyard of pre-war labs scattered across the crater's surface. All still running. Like this one. Elijah's dissecting these centers. one by one. Tracked him to an old Chinese-American internment camp. Survivors, ghouls, have bomb collars. Robots moved in when I tried to intercept him. Elijah sent the camp ghouls against us both.
Huh.
Like walking bombs.
Elijah.
Got hit by the explosions. Woke up here. Guess the medical robots were programmed to bring wounded victims from the camp to this center.
Oh, interesting.
Some kind of autodoc prototype lab. Manned by corpses trapped inside suits that keep them moving.
Oh, yeah.
No idea why. Not sure how long I'm going to last. Cut open my head like a lot of the humans I've seen here. Feel strange. Can talk, but can't hack the term.
Huh. Breaking up. Wow. Okay, so she's
Wait,
talking. Whoa.
An explosion outside. Someone's here.
Someone's here. I'm wondering where that tape was recorded. If it was recorded here, well, these casings. Because it was right in front of here. So there's all this blood, and there's the tape. So she's, oh look, the Brotherhood of Steel sigil. I can't see it because my light's on. There it is. That's a Brotherhood of, so this might tie into the Brotherhood of Steel fame, you know, because I couldn't get them past like. There was no missions. It was like dead. They didn't tie it into anything. I don't know if the Brotherhood of Steel came up after the, you know, like they threw it in along with all this other stuff, because it seems like the Brotherhood of Steel was just thrown in, you know, and they don't seem to belong here. All right, so I think I've thoroughly explored this. Luckily, I'm hidden. Now, one thing I noticed is that the minute I fire on an enemy... Oh, there's a dog there, see? So the minute you fire on an enemy, this whole place goes caution. You cannot get out of caution. And if I save... and then this crap. Let me go here. Oh, darn it. Yeah, so they're not letting me fast travel, even though I'm hidden. So I'm going to quit my lair here, and I'll show you what it does to this poor doggo that's going to be a victim of my experimentation here. And there he is right there. Something was over there. Look at this. That's insane. So it just obliterated him. Oh, and I'm not. Oh, I am hidden now. Okay. What the hell was all that over there? So let me see if I can fast travel now. Yeah, there we go. So it was this one dog that was keeping me from moving around. Now, I find it... Let's see, that's the sink. That's the think tank. So we'll go in here. Now, I wanted to talk these guys up here. And each one of these robots, I'm assuming, is going to give me even more missions. They're going to be specific to each one of them. There are 5. I don't know if the Dr. Klein, I think that's Dr. Klein up there, or Bosk. There's another doctor. I'm kind of still trying to figure out the names and stuff here. So I'm going to start talking to these folks here. All right, we're back in the think tank with all these crazy loony bots floating around here. So we have Dr. O, which is actually Dr. Zero. Dr. Dala, who I think is the Sexobot, I don't know, or whatever. She's always weird about our extremities and stuff. Dr. 8. And then we have over here Dr. Boris. Okay, Boris was the one with the high school thing. He was talking on that intercom, I think. And then
I can hear your penis-tipped feet tromping around.
Penis-tipped feet. So, yeah, he's a weirdo. Yeah, Boris was kind of, I think he was the one over the PA system in that high school simulation we did last episode, which is very weird. All right, so let's talk to this weirdo, Zero. Dr. Zero. Or O.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives from think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
Now there's this impossible thing I've been wondering about. Okay, now here you go. See, there's a mission that pops. Picking your brains. Quest added. You're Dr. Zero, correct? Oh, here. Talk to Klein despite lack of earmuffs. Introduce yourself to Dela. Boris. Speak to 8 if you can. Oh, it's crazy. All right, so Dr. Zero, correct?
Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses. Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm?
Yep.
It is. What's your agenda bringing that in here?
Oh, weird. What, my Pip-Boy?
How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain could make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm,
Dip
or
boy.
feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Wow. Oh, so before I took the yes man approach, before I came to do the DLCs, and so I killed Mr. House with a stick of dynamite because I was looking for the extra experience, and I got a bunch of experience by doing that. I was able to go further than with Mr. House because he wanted me to get rid of the Brotherhood, and I don't want to do that. All right, so, well, you don't need to worry about Mr. House anymore.
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars.
Yep.
And him and his dirty girl bots.
Yep.
Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Calm down, just wanted to ask you some questions.
Fine. Ask.
Now, I just realized that because I killed Dr. House, or Mr. House, I keep saying Doctor. The snow globes that I'm gonna that you find, and that's why you have to do the DLC as you go, and you have to finish the DLC before you do the end game, because the snow globes and all these other things that are happening in the world are kind of tied to each DLC. So that would warrant another playthrough, going through the entire New Vegas, storyline as you go, dipping into the DLCs and popping back out. So yeah, it'd be interesting to do that. I'd like to do that, actually. What do you do here?
All things robotical. You see a robot?
Oh.
I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
Oh, God. That sounds impressive. Breaking machines, that is.
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
Do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Oh, God. Oh, a speech check here. Are you sure? Oh, look. What's in a name? Oh, cool. That's Shakespearean a little bit there. See if you can resolve O's problem with his name. All right, so are you sure? I'm a good listener. Got the ears for it.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after colostodiuretics.
What the hell?
Okay, so my name is an O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
Ooh, intelligence check now. If they kept getting confused, or if they kept confusing the letter with the number, your name is Dr. Zero? What are they? I don't know what they're saying there. Your name is Dr. Zero. Dr. Zero? Or Dr. O? Dr. O Zero? I don't know.
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am Zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
Okay. Ooh, good. We're getting closer to another level. I don't know what to answer here or ask. I don't know. O sounds more impressive. That's not much of an improvement. All right, so do you want me to call you Zero or? I guess that one, maybe.
Zero's my name.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves.
Yeah.
Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
Vivisect. Oh, no. And it... Holy crap. All right. So here we have an intelligence check. So what that tells me is I'm going to back out of this conversation. Okay. And
Fine.
see... Let's
Ask.
just... Hold on. All right, intelligence 10. Let's crack this guy's dialogue open again here. All right, intelligence 9. If you wanted to differentiate the O and the O, or 0 and the 0, just put a slash through the 0.
What?
What? He goes, what? Now, I got that huge experience dump, like 500 points, and it still didn't get me close to a level up. All right, 0. Draw a slash through it.
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something?
Yeah.
That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually.
No.
Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
That's what makes you truly 0. This sounds a little nicer. So is that what you want to be?
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. Oh is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Oh, look, Math Wrath. Well, there's a power in 0. It reduces anything multiplied against it to 0.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. To make a 0 in all the think tank, they won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
There you go. So 0, got any amazing discoveries to share? Oh, I like this.
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just built it. Amazing, isn't it?
Okay, I got 2 scrap electronics. Metals. Okay. Certainly is interesting, whatever it once was.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Oh, tell me about Mobius and these monsters of his.
That genius Mobius somehow cobbles together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me.
Oh.
Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time.
Yeah.
Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
So, giant robot scorpion?
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
Pretty good, actually. All right, can you tell me about this facility? I think I'll go through this, and if there's anything important or something interesting, I'll patch it in.
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried. Now it's exposed to the sky.
All right, I think we've spoken
Until our
long
next
enough.
scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
That's cool. So that was interesting. All right, now here is the sexy bot. She likes our fingers and toes. Well, let's see where this goes.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank. Fearless and proud as a teddy bear.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
So she has kind of a lobotomite. Oh, let's see. What's this? Introduce yourself to Dr. Della. All right. So, yeah, this particular character has some strange kinks with the human body because they haven't had human bodies for so long. Their brains got put into these machines hundreds of years ago, maybe 200 or so. All right. So, what do we got here? The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming the words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue. Like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
Jesus Christ. Oh, look at this. We got the Shari. Oh, yeah. Okay, my pronunciation. Hold on. All right, I guess it's chercher la femme. Chercher la femme. All right. I think I had to break off to Google and check it because I can't remember it. All right, it seems to me you have more biological needs than your counterparts.
What? Nonsense.
Uh-huh. Ooh, whoa. Close eyelids, breathe deeply, then stretch. Languidity? What in the heck? So this is very sexual. This is kind of like just normal. Turn, cough, and roughly. Turn and cough roughly, then slowly scratch nose. Run your hands along the sides of your face and then exhale rapidly? I don't know, man. I mean, this one seems to be more along the lines of the character, that we're talking to, sexual and stuff. So let's do that one.
What? What are you doing?
Oh! Whoa! Question mark. And a level up. Coming out of her shell. Okay. Turn, cough roughly. I'm going to do the run hands thing here. Run your hands along the side of your face.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
Turn and cough roughly, then slowly scratch nose.
Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Okay. So yeah, this is interesting. You're all a bunch of hypocrites claiming superiority, but you miss being human. Admit it. But I don't like that because, hey, this is what they are, So why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at the human body.
Perhaps there is value in what you say. I did so enjoy breathing once, long ago.
Huh. I'll tell the others if you don't make it worth my while? All right. I guess we're trying to get, sexy time with this robot. With that, I don't know, but I could come back anytime and just breathe if you want.
Would you?
Yeah.
I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my jaw might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo.
I guess that's the...
Woo.
Oh my god.
Purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple.
Oh wow.
Bloop.
Drain.
Bloop. Bloop. Whew. Last little bit there.
Oh my god.
Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
Oh my god. Brain drains small energy. So she's draining energy cells, I guess, and we're getting them? I don't know. All right, who are you, and what do you do here?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both
Jesus.
applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
Okay. 211 doctorates. How is that even possible? Well, they're a robot, basically with a brain attached.
Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new sciences as well. Everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned.
First head chief researcher, lots of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
I'm sometimes called a courier.
Oh, a mailman.
Huh?
A delivery man.
Yeah.
Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times.
Wow, really?
Very different specimens.
So there's another DLC I didn't touch on, which is the Great Divide, and we meet another courier, and there's a story behind that courier concept, and we'll be getting into that. I don't know if we'll do it next or not, but we'll see. There was another courier?
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
Wow, what was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
Wow. Why'd you remove my brain and how? Oh, look, he came and went. Yikes. All right, why'd you remove my brain?
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized.
Huh.
I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
Okay, but how am I still talking and walking around?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it schlorped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
Oh. Alright, what's this Mobius guy?
Dr. Mobius. A monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
So that must be the eye that's above as you're walking out. The Eye of Mobius.
Big Mountain was quite big indeed until the Great Static. Then the top of the mountain was used as part of a detonation experiment. This cleared additional space in the crater, however, allowing us more real estate to build upon. Convenient. Efficient.
Wow, this one's interesting. So I asked her about... The conversation went to other... There were 3 other visitors. I think I'm one of them. And there's another one that this mission just popped for. So they're still here. And they had to be they were traumatized and they had to be de-traumatized. I guess the Dr. 8, who speaks in like digital language, got damaged because of I guess they were able to go crazy and damage the bots. These crazy bots here. So, yeah, there's a lot of stuff here.
How fascinating.
Please begin.
Please begin.
She likes the interrogation stuff. So, one of the things that you have to keep going into these dialogues, even though they're grayed out or, not highlighted, there's still stuff in there. So I have to keep going in and finding stuff. So let's ask her about, I don't understand how the tech Klein will help.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the Dome, where all technology belongs.
Oh.
When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
Oh, interesting. All right, I think there's enough dialogue here. Oh, then we got to level up. All right, repair, finally, 100. Look at that. And then I'm going to start working on survival, getting that up so we can craft more stuff at fires and stuff and craft benches and things. And I'm hoping that we find books. There should be a bunch of books out there still where we could bring these up, the melee. And then I think we can make books, but I don't know how it works or if I can even make books specifically for melee and unarmed, but I'm not worried about that stuff right now. All right, we're done. There we go. We finally got all the important stuff up to 100. Like I said, survival will be a nice one to get to 100. All right, so we got 2 down. Oh, my God. Let's keep talking. Let's see. Who is this? Dr. 8. What was that? Okay, if you can, yeah. Your voice module got damaged. I heard in an attack. That's too bad or good or something. Is that a yes or a no or a yes no? I'm pretty sure you can understand me, and I want some answers. Can I ask you some questions? We'll do that one. Your damaged voice module. Can you tell me about the attack? I didn't catch that. Maybe part of the damage? Who are you? Maybe I should ask who you used to be. Do you know anything about Dr. Mobius or the Forbidden Zone? All right, just calm down. Didn't mean to alarm you. Can you tell me about these technologies Klein wants? You sound agitated or you're percolating or something. Ooh, Science 75. Wait, after listening a bit, that Robco termlink protocol you're broadcasting, right? Oh. Oh, look at this. On the same wavelength. All right, I'm just full of surprises. I guess nice pun on the header file ref. It's a coding thing there. So your broadcast pattern is Robco termlink, but not by choice. Science 75. If that's Robco termlink protocol, doesn't that mean it can be hacked? Oh, look at this. It'll only take a second to violate your rights and make your voice mine. But I think if that's termlink code, don't worry. I'm not going to take advantage of your exposed code. Oh, we got karma and 525 experience. Okay, we just completed the quest. I don't know how. Oh, look at this. Not a problem. I know what it's like to be experimented on. How'd you fire up the sonic emitter when I arrived again? I have no idea what they're saying, and yet we're getting... Like, I'm understanding it, but as the player, I'm not. So I'm supposed to deduce what we're getting back, as if we understood it. So this is very odd conversation. Oh my god. So this one here, nothing to be embarrassed about. It's just that it's best to keep that stuff private, you know. Or, well, there had to be some other way to fire it up. Can we at least talk it over next time? Now that we know each other better, can you tell me about the sonic emitter? All right. Well, projecto is kind of evident. Emitter works better? Okay, now we've got this Higgs village. Can you point it out on my Pip-Boy? And there we go. So, we probably haven't discovered it by now. This seems to be... Higgs is a technology or some kind of a thing in... I don't know if it's... Yeah, I've heard of it. I don't know if it's Fallout 4 or Fallout universe stuff. So your house is there? So there's an emitter code in your house in Higgs. Oh, 2 codes. One for the jukebox and one for the opera. Nice. I'll keep an eye out. Oh, nice. Now here we can go. I got the emitter fully upgraded. Okay, so it's a little slow to fire, but the force field disabling frequency is handy. Now it's like, are you okay? You look really happy. All right, now you should be proud. It's a nice device. Oh, we got energy cells for that. Okay. Oh, hey, thanks for... I don't want it to run out. You're right. I'll be going now. So, yeah, that's a very interesting... I mean, at first I'm like, what am I supposed to do here? The character is able to decipher, but we can't, you know, as the outside of this world and playing the game. So we're supposed to take the dialogue we're getting... We're going to be asking questions back, but we have to figure out what the answer was by the question we're asking back. That is so cool. I think that's genius. That is a very unique dialogue there. All right, Boris. So apparently this... Oh, say hello. Okay. Apparently his volume has been turned up. I think this is the guy or the robot that they're messing with him because he's so loud. Calm down. I just had some questions. I like that one.
Just as I feared. Questions. Quizzes. Just as there were in American high school.
Oh, here we go.
And if there are no answers, how will the think tank graduate?
Okay. Oh, I encountered your pet in X8 and had to kill it.
So, you put down Gabe. Thank you. A scamp, but really, his highly augmented combat programming could have proved meddlesome. In any event, thank you for putting him down. One less test subject to catalog and sort. Clearly a failure of Doggy's cybo-engineering.
You know, and I was thinking that maybe I wish there was an option where I could have kept them alive. But we got this, you know, kind of like a energy rifle now. So, I guess it's good that we got it out of him. Who are you and what do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal.
Oh.
But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
Now, here we go. Oh, we got a mission here. The brain's best friend. Oh, a brain. The big mountain here, or well, the Old World Blues DLC here, and these knuckleheads, they created the Cazadors and the Night Stalkers. That's why we have them in Fallout New Vegas. Now, I don't know without DLCs if they exist, because you could disable DLCs. So, you're responsible for Cazadors?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
No, they're not. Contained at Big Mountain? Those things are all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
I don't think they're sterile. They breed all right.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
Oh, God. What makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
The who are you? What do you do here? He's basically crossbreeding. He's got the Cazadors probably crossbred with a spider. He's got the snake crossbred with a coyote. And these robots are so ignorant that they don't realize, oh, yeah, they got out. No, they can't get out. No, they did, and they're out there. So, yeah, they're just dumb. They're so smart, they're dumb. So I asked him about Mobius, and he just goes on a rant about he must be destroyed. Okay. Tell me about the radar fence around the crater.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
That fence doesn't make much sense to me.
It makes perfect sense. Who are you to question the mighty radar fence? Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
This guy's a nut. Why have you leveled this place?
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. So the crater became our testing grounds. For science.
Okay, test cities?
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment.
Oh, wow.
Tech was much better at it, of course. We had to make do. Get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own.
Oh.
So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans.
Oh my God.
Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
Okay. That's weird. I wonder what towns they're talking about, if that's within this area here. So what was this explosion?
Boom! Yes. Quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
Okay. Alright, I think that's it.
Until next time.
Alright, we just popped this mission here. Ask Dr. O about the attack on the think tank. And that's, or Zero, Dr. Zero. So let's knock that out before we talk to Klein.
Stop over it.
Okay, I heard you and 8 were attacked by the previous visitors.
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Oh, tell me what happened.
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency.
Huh.
We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper.
Huh.
When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place.
Wow.
While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now.
Wow. Okay, question mark. All right. When visitors attack. Who are the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker. And the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow.
She.
The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
Why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
Huh. Very weird, huh? So I never noticed any trains being like smashed up or anything like that. But there's this Yangtze where he's doing bomb collars and stuff, and that's the Chinese prisoners, and they were testing on them with those those harnesses or something that keep them walking around even though they're dead. All right, let's get this guy out of the way. I think this guy. Oh, here's a question mark again. I think this one is maybe the volume one, where he said his volume's been messed with. Now, we have a science here. I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge the think tank had to share on the sciences.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
Oh. Well, I did already. Well, let's ask him. I heard one of the previous visitors to the dome spoke to you, asked you some questions.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak.
Oh.
What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe.
Interesting.
Oh, well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
Okay, wow, we're popping these question marks like crazy here. He came and went. Quest complete. Now, I think he's talking about this courier, and that's in the not Dead Money, The Great Divide. There's a big storyline there, and that probably would be the first one we'd have to go to because we get a backstory on the courier, and there's a lot of stuff that we have to do there. I don't know what the level capo is on it, or the recommended level. All right, so you seem to be like the one in charge. You are?
I am Dr. Klein,
Duh.
Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Back in the days of chairs. So I asked him about Dr. Mobius. Says he was exiled because all he talked about was brains, and that his scorpions are searching for intelligence, meaning, I guess, from the think tank here. So then now we've got the science check here and a medicine check. So these mechanical robo scorpions consume intelligence? Are you certain of your findings? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm wondering about. And then robo scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures. How, Chems? Yeah, I like that one.
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune.
Oh.
If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
All right. Now I go back in, and now I got the science check. See, this is what annoys me, is that we're not done. There's other questions here. There's other checks. So these mechanical robo-scorpions consume intelligence. Are you certain of your findings?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying.
Yeah.
O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
Ah, okay, I get it. So I don't know if the scorpions reduce my intelligence. I don't know. I have yet to look at my stats after getting attacked. So I asked him about, what is this place? I'd like to know more about Forbidden Zone. Can you tell me more about the pylons? He didn't really tell me much about the pylons. He said ask Boris about it. We already did. I didn't really glean much from it. It's just supposed to keep things in and other things out, I guess. Well, that's not the case because the Cazadors and the Night Stalkers got out. And then the Forbidden Zone is the Morbius lair with his scorpions. And this place, he goes, yeah, it's the big empty, or it's big mountain. But people do Occam's razor on it and call the M and the T together. So MT, big mountain is what it's called. So I have questions, some questions about this brain extraction you all performed.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
I can tell you why. You said before that Mobius might have my brain?
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code.
Oh.
Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
Oh, God. Oh, we got a science and a medicine here. All right, so what's this autodoc surgery code you mentioned? And Mobius set up the autodoc medical routine, so you think he's responsible for the post-organ dump? Yeah.
Yes, always leaves back doors into things. Have to keep finding them and closing them. The autodoc is now erased of his routines. It was thorough. Only Mobius would know for sure what happened with the procedure. Perhaps. Well, and your brain, of course, it would know as well.
Oh my God, my brain would know?
It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. It is conceivable to trace its surgical scalpel prints once we have the brain. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerve to scream at us while we dissect it. Convenient. I detest screaming in my lab.
Oh my God. Oh, wow. What's this autodoc surgery code you mentioned? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mobius's legacy code was in the old autodoc. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure, so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
Oh. Why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
Okay. That's all for now. Goodbye.
Yes, a most goodbye.
All right. Well, that was very interesting, and that's Mobius's eye right there, I think. Watching the think tank as they just click buttons and stand around here. So we have 5 quests here. I want to say X8. Find the key to the X8's kennel. And then we'll have this pulse wave upgrade. And there's a lot of other different things we can do. Like this is a main quest, I think. So I'd like to explore other things. Now there's the seeds. I would like to find the other seeds, and I'm thinking they're gonna be in that area I was in, but it's just a matter of finding them. Let's see, what is this here? This light is so bright. So this is the big empty. I'd like to find the seeds and get those going and complete that one. So let's see if I can get over there. Oh, look at this. Huh. Aha, I found them. There they are. Okay, so I decided to come back over here. And this is that plant area. And here they are on the ground. Seed package. There's the yucca fruit. White horns. Whatever. Dried honey. Maize. And that's it. Okay, so that's 3 or 4. There's more. And I think this... Oh! I was looking at this before. I was trying to get down there. There's a whole network of pipes that is over here. Look at this. So I'm assuming there's another bag of seeds, maybe? I don't know. Maybe this is it? I think that's Mobius there. It looks like there's something down here. So maybe if I can get down there and get this on the compass here. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I didn't realize that was going to be that far of a drop. Let's see what this is. Y0. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. Looks like some cages. And they're open. Of course. Well, I'm going to head back to the sink here. Well, yeah. The sink, I think it's called. Let's install these things.
Come on, baby. Bring me a sweet little dried fruit.
See, he said...
Rehydrate.
He says
you
dried
got some
fruit.
plans for me, don't you? Yeah.
I can smell it all over you.
Smell it all over you.
Listen to this guy. All right. I'd like to process some plants.
I love it when you talk like that. Let me just get that interface up and running for you.
Okay. Now, here we go. Process seed into planter. Now, I was doing this convert plant matter into salient green, which creates seeds from... So you can take seeds and create this general mixture, and then make the seeds you want for crafting, which is, I think, what this is all about. So we're going to process seed into planter. Or seeds.
All up in that thing.
All up in that thing. There we go. Now, I don't know if this is all I need. I think there's probably another bag.
Well, hello.
See, he's still waiting.
Still waiting for that seed.
There you go. So if you go, I want to process some plants.
I love...
The only thing that comes up is convert plant matter into salient green. So there is another bag out there, like I was thinking. But this is... Oh, yeah. So this is what they look like now. And some of these planters, they have 3... this is jalapeno. And then we've got Brock flower times 2. One of the cactus-looking things. And then we've got these agaves, which look like aloe. And then whatever those were, pintos. Okay, so you just come here, pick these things up. And then this refrigerator here, you know, just put them in here when you're ready for them. Make Soylent Green or whatever if you need another seed type. Pretty cool stuff. I like this a lot. So I'm going to sort through my inventory here. And then I think, yeah, I'll figure out what we're going to do next. I'm kind of leaning towards getting this X8 thing done. Because that'll give us the weapon upgrades or whatever that thing is. So that we can maybe access different areas before I do a full, go crazy and explore. I think we need to do this. Yeah, because I'll have to do a lot of back and forth running around if I don't have the fully upgraded, device. So I think we'll work on that next episode. All right. Well, I want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, it was a very heavy dialogue episode. and I think that's important because this is that's what kind of New Vegas is all about. It's about dialogue and speech checking and finding out what's going on in this world. So I'll see ya in the next episode. Peace out.